Hello and welcome back to the OCS. We're here for banger number 2. I'm Bryce Agent Paul. This is Carbon's Thumb.
And I'm the best caster in the world.
There we go. That is it. Game 1 over. Banger number 2 is going to be UQU Union versus Mammoth Academy in what I think should be a pretty uphill battle for the Union guys. Mammoth looking fairly good recently, and Union struggling to get a couple of wins on the board here.
Yep. Isles also coming back
Yes.
to Mammoth after playing some OPL. So you can only imagine that playing all those scrims and I assume going to the
Stage
gaming
games.
house and
Like,
or
yeah.
going to I think they have an office AV or they used to have it. Also, I'm not sure what the go is there, but been playing a ton of scrims lately, so I'm expecting some pretty big things out of them, out of him.
Because to speak about like him specifically, right? Like I think he actually had very solid performance in the OPL.
I think he's pretty good.
Like, yeah, genuinely coming in and first stage games, I think. I'm not sure if he has had prior experience. I don't think so from stuff that I've seen.
I've never heard of him playing a game.
And so, like, you come out and it's like a completely different environment, completely different team. You haven't played with this guy. He was on loan from Mammoth, from their academy
Is he
squad.
from Sydney as well? Like,
I'm not sure.
Well,
but, like,
I'm just
different
saying, like
org,
maybe like you're flying into a new state, you're living in a new place. There's a lot that goes into playing the OPL, and no, I agree. I think he had some really solid performances.
I think it was a
definitely one
Nautilus
to watch
game.
for.
Yeah, I think there was like a Nautilus game where I'm like, damn, he's actually like every fight that has started well for like this AV lineup. Like today is just like hook lands all of a sudden out of laning phase, and
for me, I associate Naut with Isles,
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's from solo queue or because I watched him play in OPL the other day, but. No, I think he's a really good Naut. And I think he's a good player. I think there are a lot of good players on Mammoth Academy. For me, Redemption. I spoke about him a lot when I first casted, when I was here the first few weeks, and I don't think he's disappointed. Like, I think he looks like a monster so often. So I'm definitely excited to see what he can do today.
Yeah, spent some time off role, but now back to the top lane.
Okay.
Feeling good. On the other side of the coin, it is going to be UQ Union there. I believe they've also chucked the Bombers, and they're going to be missing 3 bans, not the total 5 here today.
All right.
But they do have their full lineup back in action. Alec was filling in the jungle role last week. Not sure of the reasons there, but Candyman is going to return to the lineup here. So kind of looking things back to normal out of the Queensland University teams. Certainly struggling so far. Single win on the board, 7 losses. So maybe looking to turn that one around.
Yeah, not where you want to be, but it's a uni team. They got a balanced study.
Yeah.
They got an out.
They have
an excuse.
They have
built
visible responsibilities.
An
Everybody else
built in.
No. It's like everybody else. Like you could be doing like you could be studying. You could be working.
Right. Your uni doesn't know.
You don't. But you don't. No. But you don't know. Not even like uni. Like we don't know. Right? If you're just ex-player on Mprox.
Yeah, but like I don't care if Berserker doesn't do his homework, right?
Yeah.
So like it doesn't actually matter to me. But if Berserker's at uni and he's not doing his homework because he has to play OCS tonight, like his uni's going to care. But he can say, "Sorry, my mum's sick," or like, "Sorry, like something happened."
Where is this conversation gone?
Well, the point is,
I have
your
no
uni,
idea.
UQU, there's probably someone from their uni who knows that they're playing LOL. And so when they don't hand their work in, they're like, no more UQ Union for you. Whereas Berserker, he gets away with it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe. That was a rabbit hole that I don't know how we got into.
Well, you brought it up, so it's your fault.
I don't even think I did. But
UQ versus Mammoth Academy.
Yes.
Draft.
Battle.
Starting now.
The boys in blue and kind of purple. Their Union. But yes, 3 bans lost. Confirmed there for the blue side.
What is that colour?
Purple. Are you colorblind?
No.
Is that purple? That's purple. That is hardcore purple.
Okay. Looks sort of blue. Like
I mean,
towards
it's a
the
blue,
right-hand side of the... Does it? Oh, no,
it's
it
a
gets
gradient.
lighter.
It's a gradient. Yeah. You figured it out.
I'm smart.
Yeah, you should not be a graphic designer.
I should not. I
am not.
Great
decision.
I have paid people to do that for me.
Great decision. Okay.
Sona.
Yeah.
Good band. I hate watching her play.
Yep.
Really
Do you hate
annoying.
watching Yumi play?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Why?
annoying. What?
You reckon?
Boring.
Why?
There's 4 champs on the map.
I think it's kind of exciting because it changes the way bot laners play. Like it changes how like an AD carry interacts in like mid game and stuff.
Okay, how does it change?
Well, like Yumi just cannot exist on her own. Right?
So
Like
how does that change for the AD carry?
Well, I mean, like they have to consciously, like more actively. You normally think about once you get into
they
mid
need to,
game,
like,
it's like jungle support
walk her
and
to
stuff
warding.
like that. Yeah. And then like AD carry support comes a tangible duo that is actually necessary. Then she can switch around. She can walk around with the jungle and stuff like that. But it's kind of different. Especially if you go for like the non-boot variant, where you're just literally the slowest
No
thing
flash,
to ever
no boots.
exist.
Yeah, I agree, but I just think she's
You
super
still
dumb.
hate it.
I
Yeah.
just don't like her as a champ. She has some cool abilities. Like, I think her ult is like pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like a projectile you can't really dodge in lane. She has like a heal.
Yep.
And then like a untargetable. Like those are all the worst things in LoL.
Her laning phase
worst
is
things in
definitely
LoL.
obnoxious.
Untargetable champs. Think of every untargetable champ we hate. Shaco, we hate. Fizz, we hate. Give me more.
Mord ulti doesn't really count.
That doesn't count.
Untargetable.
Yeah, like
Pantheon for a few seconds. He goes into the sky.
No, that
I
doesn't
can't
count.
think of any.
There are others.
Zhonya's.
Twitch chat, do me a favor. Name me champions with abilities that are untargetable, and I guarantee you that not only do
hate
I
them.
hate them, but you hate them too. Anyway,
Okay, we'll see.
Yumi's dumb.
Yes.
Siva, first pick.
Mhm.
Oh, they don't have bans. Of
Yeah.
course.
And I think this does change things. The most interesting thing for me is that...
Can I cut you off just
Yeah,
to
go.
say that I love Mammoth for banning those champions so I don't have to watch them.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the team that I want to watch, who play like champions with skill shots and like fun.
Yeah, that's a skill shot. That's a Lux. Locked
Yes.
in very early. So, yeah.
Sorry,
Sejuani-
continue.
Well, I believe I was going to say something, but it's to do with 5 bans lost, and that's not the case here, so it doesn't
Okay.
even matter. But Lux locked in. This already did get banned away in the second phase last game. Aurelia is going to be paired down there. Sejuani, of course, was taken off the bench, but Aurelia certainly can stand alone in her own right. Such a strong power pick. What did you get?
Nothing.
God damn
Somebody told me to calm down. So,
it. That hurts.
it's okay.
Well, that's...
Yumi.
That's rough. Oh, your
it.
favorite champion.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Could be relaxed.
Long range.
Gonna
No,
enjoy the
the
experience.
one thing that I don't like, especially being a support player about Yumi, is just like what's the word? Like, you can't send back her damage. Like, she can hit you and you cannot hit
Yeah,
her.
you can't trade.
You can't reciprocate.
You can't, like, you
Like,
literally can't trade on her.
Yeah. Like, she just cues you in the head the entire laning phase,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to pick things that can force and kill, or just sit back and take it.
Yeah.
Right? And Lux, I think, is the sit back and take it. Like, she can spam the W, you can put extra points into that. Into a lane like Siva Yumi, it's probably hard to land just like blind cues.
Yeah.
And I feel like the current iteration of Lux support is like, you can either put points in queue and be like more
Like aggro.
more aggro,
Yeah.
or you can just be super defensive,
Yeah.
max W straight up, build an
Yeah.
ardent sensor and give 5-man attack speed buff. But
yeah.
Yumi
I
does
think
kind of
they're
tend
both-
you towards the defensive option.
Yeah. It's just Yumi's just a non-interactive experience. I mean, if you call trying to dodge the Q, which is like really hard, interactive, that's the extent of it. You need to trade on the 80 carry. You can't trade. Anyway, I'm calm. Aatrox
yeah.
and Aurelia. So we've got double solo lane Juggernauts or Bruisers. And then, yeah, it's only 3 ban loss, so they do have bans
Yeah.
here.
Juggernaut is not a term I've heard in a while.
No, well, that's what they are, right? That's what they
Are
started.
they?
Because I used to
I
call
thought,
them
like,
off-tanks.
Darius... Well, I think they're bruisers.
Bruisers.
Is Aurelia a Juggernaut, or is like Darius Garen a Juggernaut?
Darius Garen are definitely Juggernauts. She's a fighter. That's what they changed it to.
Ah.
They came up with all these new classifications.
I feel like once every champion in the league is in TFT, then we'll know them all. Because then you just have to know them for synergies. Otherwise,
No, but they're different.
otherwise you lose.
Having 5 pirates on your LoL team doesn't help.
Doesn't make you win.
You don't get extra gold.
Yeah. But Zaya's going to hit the ban list as well. So bottom lane, now that Aurelia and Aatrox have been locked in, guaranteed going to be Lux support down there, you would expect. So Zaya ban means there's no Zaya Rakan shenanigans come through. But as I was saying, like, Rakan couldn't really be picked up. So just a blind one there at Miasma. Very good at the champion. Very happy to pick that one solo. Bunch of jungle bans here for Mammoth, despite not picking one of their own in the Olaf and the Gragas as well.
Is it Aatrox jungle?
True.
Kevy, has he been playing Aatrox jungle? I don't know, because that ribbon ban, out of respect for Redemption, while warranted, to me, at first glance,
Yeah.
I was like, they've got both their solos, but
Same.
Aatrox jungle is creeping back into the meta. Or has
Ezreal.
crept.
It's going to be locked in with the Lux down there. So, very long
Ezreal
range.
Lux.
Makes a lot of sense into the Siva Yumi for all of the reasons you were highlighting earlier. You can stick back, you can farm it up, you can dish out some reciprocal damage there without taking too much of your own volition. That's a straight up lock in there of the Akali, so not sure whether that's going to Nightfaller or Riot just yet. Well, given the Camille locked in, I expect it is going to be in the mid lane.
Kimchi playing from a new computer? Oh no, those are those are uni subs.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
they were
not trolling.
The default. Yeah, I thought it was
Now,
trolling.
isn't it like Ghost?
It's
cleanse?
Ghost Clarity.
Ghost Clarity.
But sometimes it is heal. Ghost heal. So it gives you a Ghost heal.
Yeah,
that's
true.
what those are
No,
the
it is
default.
Ghost Heal. It is Ghost Heal as the default
No,
League Legends.
yeah, Ghost Clarity is Disco Nunu.
Yes, because
Ghost Clarity is like
hella
actual
blue.
trolling. Whereas it's Ghost Heal. Anyway.
So, Jax locked in. You expect
Jax Camille.
Yeah, to go...
Okay, so Camille jungle.
Well, not necessarily. Jax jungle has seen play. Camille top lane.
Who's
Could
played
be
Jax jungle?
Spooks.
Oh,
Recently.
okay.
So, like, has seen play previously,
Yep.
but could kind of be all over the place. Camille, not the biggest jungler currently, given the nerfs a while back that kind of just took her from S tier to kind of not that relevant, I guess.
Still
And
works, but just
yeah.
a very obvious.
very extreme. It's like you don't hide your weaknesses very well. She was already like a level 2 gank machine, like make things happen, but now you jungle even worse. So
Yeah,
you still have the same strengths, but your weaknesses are like even more
Just
abusable.
super telegraphed.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
telegraphed jungle pick. It's like, oh, they picked Camille. Okay, let's all ward level 2 and just be prepared to flash.
Yep.
And then if that doesn't work, you're like, okay, GG.
But
Eve.
Eve, yeah.
Sort of the complete opposite.
How's that matchup? Camille, Eve.
Well, it used to be not good. It used to be pretty bad because,
For Eve?
yeah, because Camille has all the early pressure. And then at 6, if you get spotted, there's
Like stealth doesn't
You
help
can't
you.
ult out.
Like you can't ult out, yeah.
But now, I imagine that actually Eve does pretty well. Like, Camille got that level 2 gank still, and that's pretty much it. And Eve will scale, like, if that's not successful, Eve will scale into 6, and probably outperform.
Yeah.
That's my expectation.
Look to go towards that direction, but we are onto the Rift for game number 2. Mammoth Academy sitting 7-1 right now. UQ Union, complete opposite. Kimchi locked himself the Spell Thieves on the Yuumi there once again. Makes a lot of sense. And of course, it is going to be Jack's top Camille jungle, as we were talking about. So, everybody looking for the 5-point defense here. Potential kerfuffle over the top river dot bush, but it is just going to be the Akali and the Camille swapping places.
Yeah, I don't imagine as Mammoth you're looking for much level 1. Eve doesn't really offer a whole lot.
Yeah. Nor Union, really. It's just like a Yuumi queue. You can check a bush.
Jax is pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
Kali's pretty good. Kali's good if it's a like extended. You get
Yeah.
you get your 3 Qs.
Yeah, you don't
with
run
your
out of
passive
mana
procs.
like you get.
Yeah.
You just start ramping up.
Yep.
But nothing.
Okay.
Too
Shallow
fancy gonna
ward
happen.
there from Shallow ward from Kevy.
Ooh.
Afraid of the invade.
Invade. It's the word though. Top lane. Camille's gonna actually walk around the corner here. Redems
Ooh,
hasn't
Redemp's gonna
warded,
get
but
in
he's sitting
trouble
very
here.
far forward.
Camille hasn't taken anything, so the E is available if he wants to take it.
Okay.
Chooses not to. That's too many buttons to press at once. We'll probably take. I mean,
The Q.
yeah, the Q. E is not bad to like clear with level 1 because you get the attack speed bonus. It's not as good as Q is, but I don't know. Had the opportunity there to burn a flash, doesn't do it.
Yeah, potentially. Maybe they're like looking at the champion surrounding, like Jax. Maybe couldn't close the distance or something. Didn't want to have to.
Coming straight mid,
like-
and Halo has just
Yeah.
queued forwards. He has no idea it's happening.
Ooh. Conqueror has been procced here from the Aurelia. Candyman is going to land the knockback. Halo definitely in trouble. And as you mentioned, Q gone.
Love it.
No ability to escape. Doesn't burn the flash and just goes down straight there. First blood.
Love the ignite there from Riot. Candyman trying to give the kill over. But Riot just says, look, I'll just do this, and then you can just walk away. 1 kill for the Akali. No flash burned on the side of Halo, which is important. I thought we were going to see some sort of flash shenanigans between
Yeah.
Candyman and
The chase
and
is
Halo.
on.
Yeah, it's always a sort of a game of chicken. How long are you willing to wait on the wall before you E-flash? Is the other person
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
flash
yeah, yeah,
first?
yeah.
They're going to try and do it on reaction. But in the end, they just neither of them flash, and
Yeah, it's
Halo
almost
just dies.
It's one of those mind games where it's
Yeah.
like everybody's like holding out for the last possible second, but instead he's just like, I'm just going to throw it immediately. Like
Yeah,
I'm not,
he just does
I'm
it.
not waiting at all.
Yeah.
And then he lands the knockback, and then it was just a very easy cleanup from there.
As soon as that landed, there was nowhere for him to flash, and
Yeah.
Candyman looking for a second.
does actually
It
land.
lands, so it's going to be a nice little chunk for the Candyman. And, I mean, for a telegraph jungler, pretty successful so far.
Also, given that he just walked over a ward in the tri-bush, Redems knew exactly what was happening there, and
Oh, he's looking for another. I don't...
this
like
is
the
now
wave
a
was
big
going to push
investment.
in. He does have flash. He can reach from here.
Oh, he goes.
Nah. Oh, and he's going to die.
Oh no,
Oh,
That is...
Oh, okay. Holy moly.
Both of us were convinced he was dead to rights, and it's like, oh, you don't want to see that, but...
I was like, Redemp's, like, we're 3 minutes in, and he's already done something just nuts. But, I mean, it was still pretty nuts. Just didn't get the kill. TP's into the pushing wave, so good position here for Nightfaller. Kevy just clearing his jungle while Candyman just does whatever he wants.
But that's the thing, though, right? Redemp's just ended up trading 1 flash for 2 at the end of the day, is sitting with the wave pushing towards the Jax, which definitely isn't the best, but it was a big time expenditure for Candyman on the Camille. Now just completing his blue buff, hitting that level 3 mark, so...
Yeah.
Play both sides, but now Eve going bot side.
For Camille, this is not a terrible position, though, because you soak lane XP top, you soak lane XP mid.
Yep.
You got kill XP.
Kill XP, yeah.
Like, when your ganks are meaningful like this, where you're blowing flashes and you're trading health, like, you can afford to go 1 or 2 creeps down. 1 or 2 camps down, rather. Because you get a little bit extra XP. It doesn't take a ton for you to catch up. Now...
Oh, return visit.
Halo has flash.
Oh, goes forward once again.
Slow lands. E from Riot lands as well. He follows it up.
Flash.
Ooh, nice counter there from Kevy. No Shroud for Riot, and the Ignite means that he dies very quickly.
Yeah, and I thought that could have been rinse and repeat there, you know? Like, really uses the Q in the lane. He's looking aggressively forward. Potentially this could be the return gang from Candyman, but actually the opposite.
Isles takes a bunch of damage there.
Yeah, that's the combo. Yuumi goes with Ezreal and Sivir, and as soon as Yuumi Q lands, you just fling an extra skill shot, and going to be obnoxious to deal with.
Really nicely timed between the, and I don't know whether that was on purpose.
No, that's what I mean. That's why. Like,
is that on purpose?
To
time the
when you think
luck
about
shield.
Yeah, when you think about Yuumi as a champion, right? Like no flash, no heal. I mean, no flash, no boots.
Yeah.
Incredibly slow. So naturally, you want TP80 carry. And then you think of like Ezreal, Sivir. Both of them also have skill shot Q buttons that can hit guaranteed on a target that is slowed. So Yuumi Qs, 80 carry Qs afterwards, and also those 2 80 carries can TP them around the map. So it's like Ezreal and Sivir specifically, like best 2 pairings by far with Yuumi.
Yeah, so I was talking about something completely different, but it just occurred to me what you were saying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Yuumi Q, Sivir Q.
No, I thought I was talking about the, well, I was talking about Yuumi Q, Sivir Q, but I was talking about how Sivir timed her Q in between Luck Shield. So like Lux threw a shield out, and then Sivir Q'd. Gank the top lane, stun doesn't land though, so...
Okay, because that's actually, because you mentioned like timing, and I'm like, that is the combo. That's why it's picked.
I meant, because Lux took full damage from the Sivir Q, and then the shield comes back.
Smart.
Anyway.
Top lane, as we return to understanding. Redemp's under a lot of fire, even in CS, probably ahead given he can pick up this wave, and given the Kevy is still waiting in the wings, will be defendable here for this dive. Pink ward was placed on the ward of blue side, so they know he's up there.
The most important thing will be the red spawning in a second here. UQU, they got mid priority. Camille's already in the jungle. She is 1 level behind.
Riot's already
working on those chickens, I believe, and Red's just spawned. I wonder whether Kevy will give it up. Without the stealth, this becomes a much more difficult task for Kevy.
Yeah, but you can see on the way pings and the assist me pings coming out early. Stun. But Candyman actually latches onto the wall, but that's an easy cleanup there for the Akali. Straight solo kill onto Halo. Burns the flash and once again falls down.
Yeah, huge solo kill. Only has the Vamp Scepter, but there's 2 ult procs. So strong, and yeah, the red actually doesn't fall down.
Yeah. And it's once again one of those situations where like the decision has somewhat been made. It's like, okay, we're going to contest over the red buff.
This is happening.
Like,
we are fighting.
This is a 2v2. We're going in for it. And then Eve, no flash level 5, no mobility is like around the corner from you. And as soon as you look at that, it can just turn into 2v1s rather than a straight up 2v2. And UQU, they collapse. Riot turns that one around and one hits Halo. Picks up a cheeky kill.
Yeah, I mean, is it really a collapse if...
Yeah, solo kill.
It's a solo kill.
Well, I mean, like, yes, on the board technically, but like Kevy can't walk there because Candyman is on the wall between.
Not. Yeah.
But damage
in any case,
before the return of the W. Is Isles maxing? I think that shield was big enough for him to just be straight maxing W.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I don't see the reason for maxing Q because it's going to be difficult for Ezreal to hit her through the wave. He has to W E, I suppose.
Yeah. If you're eating forwards into a Yuumi, that's just book in your face.
Yeah, and so the world in which Isles hits a Q, like tags like Max's Q and then like looks for Qs on Farmer. It's probably doesn't work very often.
Opportunities few and far between, and then Sivir can always just spell shield it as well. And it's like you're not like finding it onto the Yuumi is already seemingly impossible. But Kevy snuck behind in melee range of the targets here. Miasma may have just given the game away though. Heavy trade in the wave, and now he's on 2 HP.
Ult as well, gets spell shielded, so they know there's no spell shield, but Kevy took damage from something, and they know that she's bot lane now, so no option but to base, and I don't know about that one. Miasma, you took a bad trade, as you sometimes do, trying to force the enemy into all-inning, but UQU, they just don't take the bait, and Miasma has no TP, has to go home, and Farmer's just going to shove this in and go home, most likely.
Yeah, and pure speculation here. I think Kevy wanted the Yuumi. And he's like looking at how they're laning and like looking at the patterns. It's like, okay, he's going to disconnect and look for an auto attack. And then I want to like get onto the Yuumi because Sivir spell shield. Like,
it's not a good interaction, like the way those champions work.
Yeah, because like Charm
like
has
trying
to build.
Charm. Yeah, and she's just going to disappear as soon as you do that. So unless the play is a Lux Bind into just like
one hit,
full combo, you're not worried about CC, you're just ulting. There's not really a world in which it's such a difficult lane to gank. Despite Sivir not having any mobility.
Oh, hard commit here from UQU.
This is a great read here from Kevy as well, because this Aatrox ult is going to soak a ton of damage, and he just died.
Didn't get the reset, didn't get any kills, so ulti does not hit you with a respawn there.
And that's his...
That's
not how that 2v2 was going to go in my mind.
With everything, like Kevy, the read, he gets in the bush, but unfortunately the damage is just too big. Of course, Aatrox, unless he gets an assist, unless he gets a takedown, doesn't get the respawn. So straight up one hits there, and Kevy has to ulti away.
It's if you build the bar, right? And you can build the bar.
No, it's a takedown.
Is it only?
I think it's takedown. You have to be.
You have the ability to build the bar and then
influential
revive
on a kill.
I don't know. Could be right.
Yeah, no, I think that's the case.
Yeah, well, no, I believe it.
And isn't going to find it, so in the end just kind of gets one hit. Once again, though, Redemps is just kind of popping the brunt of the pressure in this game, given how much we've talked about bottom side. Very difficult to kind of influence. Kevy got in literal melee range, and then definitely to walk away from that one, so it's happily trading between the two. CS fairly even. Surprising, honestly, that the Aatrox is up in CS top side.
I have to say that I am quite impressed with how this game has gone so far.
Yeah.
In terms of Candyman's pathing, UQU's early performance. If you look at the records of these teams, it looks very one-sided. And on paper, it looks like the sort of game that is over... Oh, that hurts. No ult, so yeah. Flash is diagonal instead of straight out of the box, and Nightfall burns his flash for nothing.
Pops it, because Candyman was coming, right? That stun lands, then potential...
Well, no flash, no ult on Aatrox.
Guaranteed kill.
Yeah.
Camille can close the distance easily.
Yep.
Now still looking mid lane, but Halo going to catch the wave underneath this turret.
Yeah, pings the pink out. This dive could still be on the cards. I mean, ult is still down. They might... It's unlikely that they've timed it to the second, but...
Riot was floating up earlier, but isn't going to commit to it. Ward now spots the Camille, so Redemps knows what's happening. And immediately goes to clear out the wave, but...
Just opt into no dive, I suppose. Just a little plate for Nightfaller. Gets caught in the box. Does he know how that box works?
Yeah. Went for the Demolish proc, dashed towards the other side, didn't have the Q.
They could just walk sideways.
So, I mean, that is...
Anyway. I didn't know how Aatrox ult worked, so don't listen to me. Maybe don't listen to me.
Oh, that is a stun, though. Turnaround engage from Isles.
Okay, Kimchi reconnects. Took the majority of the trade there, and looks like we're just going to reset the lane. Both supports taking the brunt of the damage, so not going to affect laning a whole bunch. There's a little bit extra poke falls onto Farmer, but it is at the cost of getting shoved in.
Yeah.
Love that play out of Kimchi. You know, you stay unconnected, you tank as much damage as you can. At the last minute, you rejoin with your 80 carry, and all of a sudden you're looking at a 3/4 health Sivir.
Full HP Sivir, like, oh god, we can't do this one.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Kevy waiting in the wings.
Stun doesn't land though, but baits him forwards. Kevy has the charm activated. Looking in for Halo, incredibly low though. Flash to the side. Misses it, and Riot does fall down. Candyman now here for the re-engage, looking for the collapse, but the Triumph Rock does come through, and Halo will live. Double kill for the Evelynn there. 3-0 start to this game.
And that is a absolute feels bad for Riot there. Had the flash, had the second R proc, had the shroud. He held the shroud the whole time too. It was looking like another solo kill, but yeah, unfortunately the R just goes wide, and Candyman not able to trade the kill afterwards. And Kevy, 3 kills on the board now for the Elise, 7 stacks on that ring, and
yeah,
these are the types of games that Eves pop off in.
Yeah, absolutely it, right? The early game not looking like it's going his way. The ganks not able to quite find it, whereas Candyman is influencing multiple waves, and he's just like putting his jungle on farm. Got himself a significant lead now, and that is a big swing point. A double kill just before plating falls, so it's not going to be big injects of gold with a Rift Herald like crashing into a wave and blowing this game open now. It is looking to be the slow build here back for Mammoth, given that things really didn't go their way early, but 3-0 start, huge CS lead for the Evelyn, and as you mentioned, 7 stacks on the ring. This could be a big game from Kevy.
Yeah, there are a few things that don't look good for UQU at the moment. They invested a lot of time into this top lane.
Yeah.
And they haven't really gotten anything out of it.
Two plates.
Jax, that's true, actually.
Well, I mean, I meant that as if it's like, that's it, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, but when I think about it, like, Jax outscales, right? And then, like, 2 plates on a scaling champ is actually probably not that bad. If this was a really high-level game, you'd probably be saying, like...
That's an advantage.
That's an advantage. That's huge. Like, they obviously invested time into him. But for me, it was at... Like the cost was Candyman. Right?
Yeah.
He wasn't farming as much. I spoke about lane XP, kill XP, that was going to keep him in the game. But Kevy, since finding those kills, has sort of ballooned that lead out.
Yeah.
And,
10 to 8. That's a 2-level lead.
Yeah, now they're in a position where...
And he's almost 11 as well. He's going to potentially ding 11 off this camp.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that Candyman is really close to 9. Okay, farmer TPs. Okay. I thought there's no way this fight happens, right? But Sivir TP's in with a Yuumi, ready to start laning again. They watch... Okay, they cancelled the recall. I was going to say they watch Jax go home, so there's a potential here for Kevy to gank.
Oh, and this looks like potentially a play born of frustration. Jax gets his recall cancelled, and Redemps has all of this time towards the bottom side, just getting that lead. Kevy hasn't been spotted, I think, as of yet, but as we mentioned, 3-level lead in the jungle camp. This Smite fight is not going to be even, but the numbers are... Candyman has to get off. Binding lands us from the Lux, and that's going to be the fight there. Book turns this one around, but Kevy won't have to ulti away. Holds the cooldown, and Rift Herald still falling incredibly low.
No trade back on the back end of that.
As
Redemp splits the wall. Looking pretty all-in still, though. But Jax ult procced. Nightfall looking for the commit. I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. Flash available on both of these champs. Nightfall's about to come up, so ult traded for nothing. And I think, yeah, Rift Herald's still alive. Fortunate man.
Unfortunate man. That was Candyman in that fight. Yeah. He's the unfortunate man.
He's 3 levels behind, and he just gets caught by a Lux Bind and just pops.
That was it. If it wasn't
no
the Lux
opportunity
Bind
to do anything. Yeah, I
would have
mean,
been the charm.
I don't even think he had to get CC'd. Like, if damage just landed, you know, collateral damage where you're just sort of throwing it out in a trade, like, he would have just died to that, I think, because Eve ult just does so much right now. Just based, picked up that Oblivion Orb as double Magic Pen.
Yeah. Does he go Spellbinder or Morelos?
Morelos.
Yeah, okay.
I think you could go Spellbinder, but like,
why?
I don't know why. Yeah, like
you don't really need move speed as a stealth champ where you have time to like get yourself in.
Yeah, and like it would work nicely with your ult. If you're running,
pop like
running into a team
get
fight.
the charm, pop the Spellbinder, you like guaranteed to proc it, but
you get a huge ult off. But scouting ult comes out of Isles. Candyman is just totally committed to getting something done on the map.
And that's what I said when it started off, right? Like like maybe born of frustration. The Jax gets cancelled. They start up the Rift Herald knowing full well that they don't really have priority. The bottom lane is pushed back, and they're just trying to make something stick.
I was surprised to see Jax walk.
Like commit to bottom lane. Yeah.
I thought he's just going to commit to. Like I absolutely agree. Like he's annoyed. He wants to get something done up here now, so he's just going to start Herald. But as we just saw a kill the top lane, so committed to doing something.
Yep.
Get something done.
Makes it work.
Don't know if he just saw Kevy there, but he turns around at exactly the right moment, and looks like they're going to shove top lane in.
Rift Herald pit is still pinked, as is the dot bush. I believe that will be cleared out by Aureliot. No, he backs away. So, given how much pressure they have floated towards top side, UQU do have the control right now. Farmer in dangerous territory, almost the face check there. Kevi willing him into the river, but he's not going to be taken.
Yeah, it really depends on what you spell shield in that instance.
Yeah,
because Eve doesn't need to hit the charm. Like, she doesn't need to hit the full charm. At that much damage, she can just W, and it's slow when it procs.
Yeah.
And you're trying to spell shield, and she has the 3 instant, like, Qs.
Yeah, if it eats a Q, it's a real bad time.
You still might have to flash. Or like, I mean, I guess Yumi has exhaust heal. But summoners will probably need to be burned, because with those items, her ult will still do a heap of damage. Nightfaller, in the meantime, he managed to take down that tower, looking for another all-in, procs the ult.
Redemp's had dash forward there, and now with the turret gone, has room to play with, so the chase may actually be on this time. Counter-Strike is going to get popped, as is the ulti from Aatrox. Looking to turn this one around. Flash gets himself to safety, and... Okay.
Yeah, well, once the ult wears off for Jax, and I think, like, he felt it.
Resists just plummet.
As soon as the resists disappear, and he gets autoed one time, he's like, wait a minute.
Oh, that hurt.
What? Hold up. Hold up. Pops a couple potions, though. Redemption doesn't have access to the potions. Kevi is here, as is Candyman, and he's on a ward. This charm is going to land, and extremely squishy. Candyman goes down, dies for Nightfaller's sins. Kevi's just been in the right spot at the right time.
And has every one of the kills,
occasions.
Right? That is a double kill earlier. Got like the first one, he goes from 1 kill to 3, now to 5. 10 stacks on the Darksteel. That could be a Medjai's purchase straight off the recall here if he wants to be ambitious.
He's definitely got Morello's.
Yeah.
Medjai's could be on the cards. I feel like Medjai's, so like in a pro game for sure. Medjai's without a stopwatch, like, that's spooky to me.
It's a risky call.
No flash, no stopwatch, just raw Medjai's. That's some real self-belief.
I feel like Eve is a good champ to have it on, though. Because your entire combo like gets you out of the fight. It's like either you're going to get the kill and get out, or not get the kill and get out. Like getting out is in both of your combos, success or failure.
Yeah, you're leaving.
Or like the game does have to go very wrong for you to have to like start playing in lanes and being dictated like where you can go. And I feel like that's not the trajectory for this one as of yet from Mammoth. So.
Yeah.
Didn't go for the upgrade, though, as you mentioned. Did have enough for Morello's. Buys the stopwatch off the back end, so maybe thinking about it for the future.
It's just a much safer build.
Yeah.
Because the one thing is, sometimes with your ult, it's difficult to position it to execute and take the best path out of the team fight.
You just kind of like, give me the execute
you just
and like cast
it's all about the kill. Because your damage happens so quickly, you don't have a ton of time to be like, gonna ult this way.
Yeah.
It's very... I'm in at the back, I have 500 HP. If I get tagged by one piece of CC, I probably die here.
Yep.
So you're just WQE until you either kill someone or die.
Charm started here on the bottom side, so kill someone or die is the name of the game. Resists are there for the Jackson. He's looking to turn this one around, but Kevi hits him with the one hit. Redempts gets the assist, but 2 people actually land.
No flash on the Evelyn, which means this is probably just going to be an easy trade. Burns the stopwatch. Not sure what she thought she was going to do when she came out, but sometimes you just panic. Meanwhile, Riot with the 2v1, not worried about anything. Bind to the face. That's just going to be a reset. Yep. Ping's coming down. Candyman has found redemption. No ult. Neil ult is available, however, and that is going to be yet another kill. So at the 22-minute mark, Baron may be on the cards. 20 seconds on all 3 Mammoth Academy members. We see some on-the-way pings.
Yeah. And that's really their only option right now. Top turret pushed into the inner, and the wave gets dealt with mid lane by Isles. They already have the crab.
Jax
Vision
respawns.
is there, but that's the TP. This is the 5-man commit. UQU, it looked like potentially the game was slipping out of their hands. They had that early lead, but was trending into Mammoth's direction, and now this could be the play. Ward over the wall from Halo, so they have more vision, but Binds just being flung from everywhere.
Know why they're not just committing. Oh, and that is a gigantic Ezreal. And that is going to be their cue to get off of the Baron. Just not willing to commit. Candyman took so much damage from the Baron. Wasn't comfortable tanking it, knowing Aurelia was in the area. And they're going to try and recall here, but
can he stop bases?
In the area.
Halo, big
ult lands. Really instantly popped though. Kevi on the outskirts are going to play this fight slowly. You can watch Miasma looking for those cues. They have vision on the wave.
Wrong side of the map.
This is going to be a slow chase down. They know it's a 4v5. Pots are ticking through. Redemption goes over the wall, though.
No reset on the ulti yet. Gets it.
Farmer with the charm on his head. Gets picked up. Kevi doing a ton of damage. Candyman picked up. Out of the stopwatch. Riot nowhere to go. Yumi dies as well.
Oh.
And looks like it's going to be a Baron attempt on the other side.
Yeah. And just as I was saying, UQU early start to the game, they look aggressive, but Mammoth able to turn it around, and they found their opportunity. No commit to the Baron, no tanks available, and they get picked apart. Miasma, really the hero of this play. One-man true shot barrage, hits 3, dissuades the Baron call, and that is enough kills. That is the ace. That is the Baron going to Mammoth at 23 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Huge injection of gold, and back in the winner's side so far for Mammoth.
Yes, and Magi's picked up for Evelyn. Finally, he's decided now's the time.
He's had 2 goes at the 10 stacks. First one didn't work out. Second time's the charm.
But after a really nice string by UQU, they find 3 kills, pretty much uncontested. Work onto the Baron, but unable to do it and unable to base. Get punished for their indecision.
Yep.
You've got to think that that was a Baron that they should have been able to take, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. And I think you've got to question Candyman's build a little bit. You know, constantly behind this entire game. He's been 2 to 3 levels behind the Evelyn and still opted into Tiamat Triforce full carry build.
Ooh. Charm lands onto the bottom side. That was Union getting aggressive, but the wipe is here from Mammoth, turning it around. Isles is first to the play. Recall in the center of the shroud for Kevy. Knows Riot is dead to rights. Charm looking for the back end, but Q hate spike is enough, and collapses there from Mammoth. 2 kills. Easy cleanup.
Yes. Kevy just letting him know. Doing his little twirly whirlies.
I really like that. Sitting in the middle of the shroud.
It's a good way. There are not many great ways to like trash.
BM in League of Legends.
You know, there's like emote, taunt spam, or dance spam, but there's not like a...
You need a champion that has like a good spammable taunt, right?
Or like a fun move.
Yeah.
Like I remember one game I let a Zac blobs come back together just to kill him again.
Yeah.
Like, but even then, it wasn't my champ, it was his champ.
It's a very specific interaction, needs to randomly be there.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. Sitting at the center of the shroud, he's dug his own grave. The mists are rolling in. So, like the second Hunger Games movie.
Haven't seen it.
Haven't you? It's the
No,
pie. No, it's the clock. Oh. Wait, is there...
It wasn't for me.
Is it the second one? I'm now not confident. Where they're on the island and the different hands of the clock tick through and they're like a different disastrous event.
Yeah, I don't know. So probably the one I haven't seen. How many are there? There's 3?
I think there's 3.
Yeah,
it's definitely not the
last
last one. So.
I've seen the first one, I think.
Okay. It's all right, but Baron
18 stacks.
up on Mammoth. Didn't break the base with it, but took down a couple of the extra turrets. Gold lead heavily swung in their direction. 8,000 is the lead right now. Kimchi, nothing else to do on the Yumi right now. Sitting there. He will last hit it if he has to, and he does.
I would love to see attack speed Yumi become part of the meta.
Just because that sound was
the noise.
obnoxious?
Yep.
Yeah.
At like 2.5 attack speed, just like pew, 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 pew.
Playing Space Invaders.
Kevy's going to get caught here.
Oh!
Gets the one shot. Traded back though.
Very nice find. Mammoth on the offensive here. The turnaround once again from Isles. Halo throws ulti into nothing, but
big swing, no ding.
The kill's already landed. 2 for 1. Kevy, yes, lost his stacks, lost his life, but 2 people down. Baron's still in the hands of Mammoth, and that turret is dead to rice. This could just be the push on the top side of the map.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, all things considered, I was going to talk a little bit about like the Eve ult direction, but really that was almost perfect. And leads them straight into a double Lux Bind. And that is a trade you'll take.
Yeah.
You're not going to trade your Magi's Eve for Yumi, but you will trade it for Yumi and Akali. And they break a few more towers, looking to work on the bot side, clearing out all the jungle camps, making sure there is absolutely nothing for the UQ lineup to farm. There's got to be a ton of gold in the pockets of Mammoth, so I don't expect them to continue this siege. Probably going to be a base pretty soon, and there it is.
Time for the money there, and the recall does come through immediately. And that was what you were talking about earlier, right? Eve doesn't have to land the charm. Yumi face checks, just a squishy little cat. Walks out of his base, gets immediately one-tapped by an Evelyn.
Yep.
Sent back home packing, and the extra member added onto the back end. That play did spell the last inner ring, or the remaining turret of the inner ring taken down there, so Mammoth, huge gold lead, approaching that 10,000 gold mark. Sivir does have a CS lead over the Ezreal, and Akali is certainly nothing to slouch at right now, so Union certainly not out of this one, but the task is hard if they are to take it. Next Baron contest will probably be the team fight that decides the game. Either Union, their ability to get back into and actually have a fighting chance, or Mammoth to be able to close this one out.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about, I mean, they do have like 500 CS, Sivir win condition. Late game Jax, potentially. But it's going to be a really tough ask. I mean, it's... Eve stays good. Like,
moral of the story, Eve stays good.
Eve stays good.
Yep.
She still has one more item slot to fill. She'll continue doing damage. They don't have a ton of instant CC with which to lock her down either. Like, Jax has to have his E up already.
It's kind of the Camille, like she can lock you in.
Yeah, it's got a Camille R1 from Akali, but like, all those things mean that those champions need to like be in the vicinity. And if it's just one person here or one, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, both those champs sitting like Camille right now doesn't have a stopwatch, doesn't have a stair access at the tanky build. So if you're like ulting into the Eve, you've got to deal with the rest of her team, and it sounds like a bad time at this point.
Now, this is for sure the greediest Camille build I've ever seen in my life. Like, there's greed, you know, there's building full damage while you're ahead. There's building full damage while you're even. And then there's building full damage while you're 4 levels down. Oh, he's got a stopwatch at least now. But like, he bought the Sheen, then like he just bought a Ruby Crystal. I was like, is he really about to build Phage? Like,
and he bought a stopwatch.
But then he bought a stopwatch. So stopwatch good at least.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen just Warrior stopwatch out of him, honestly. Just go to GA.
Yeah, because it is like a couple of different things, right? Like he goes straight into G almost, as he has to flash over the wall. You can go for like, if you get extra gold, you can go for like a stair axe, and you're not getting like the instant stasis, but you can go through, and you normally do see that with like a Galio who can kind of get you out of the fight. But yes, that damage is strong. Second Baron now completed and in the hands of Mammoth. UQU struggling to deal with the wave crashing, and that turret will fall. That's a big stun onto the Sivir.
Kill. Stopwatch popped. Yumio comes out as well. Riot in the back line, sitting in the shroud. Gets charmed up. Mammoth just waiting for it to die. There he goes. Candyman trying to re-engage. Camille comes out, but he's also going to disappear. Farmer, last man standing. Yumi reattaches, but it's not enough, and looks like it's going to be a Mammoth victory.
Yep, that is the 25 stacks. That is the only inhib they needed. 3 members dead. Kimchi and Nightfall are the only 2 remaining trying to deal with this one. Halo falls incredibly low, but that is going to be the re-engage there from Mammoth. An easy cleanup on the last couple of kills. An easy cleanup of the game. And I will say, not an easy game, I will say. Early, potentially looking dicey there from a Mammoth side. It was like, yes, you take a look at the scoreboard right now, and it's like, yeah, Candyman is completely out-leveled, completely outclassed on the map. Did make things work early.
Yeah.
But really did swing back very heavily in Mammoth's favor there.
Yeah, it was all about Eve picking up those few kills.
It was like the double kill.
Yeah, it was
the next double kill.
I mean, I feel like I felt like Eve had the read on him the whole game. Just at the start, it wasn't working because Eve just doesn't have that power.
Yeah.
Like if you think back to even the red invade, like Eve was there and Aurelia just happened to die, and then he ganks top and like Eve is at golems and okay, like he gets a good chunk off. So I thought Candyman, he did play the early game really well.
Yep.
But he didn't keep up that, like you have to keep up that level of momentum. Like if you're going to play Camille, you have to keep making things happen. But in retrospect, like once we got to mid game or that like later end of laning phase, where we saw Kevy really start to like make the read.
He's in bottom lane, like melee range of the bot lane. He goes top, and yes, his Aatrox dies, but he's always at the play.
He was always there, even when it went wrong. And eventually it went right. And then as soon as Candyman, like as soon as he fell off the clock, as soon as he didn't have tempo, that was it. Yeah,
and so much standing gold on the map. They pick up a couple of turrets. Didn't get many plating with the long laning phase there, but did really swing back heavily in Mammoth's favor. So they are able to pick up the victory there in game number 2. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back for more League of Legends just after this.